Hello guys. So this video will be very important guys because we are going to touch on we are going to touch on gradient descent guys, and gradient descent is crux of machine learning guys. It is very commonly used optimization algorithm, in linear regression, in logistic regression, also in deep neural network guys. So let's do this. Okay, so let me put this markdown cell. So title of our today's assignment will be let's plot. So let's do gradient descent. Okay, so I will come to what gradient descent means and why we do it guys. Okay, so let's do gradient descent, that's our title. So yeah, so the first thing first, the gradient descent is a procedure through which we find minimum of a function guys. Okay, we can find minimum of a function by various methods guys. In 12th standard you have studied the methods of finding minimum, that is equating the derivative to the zero and finding the points. But since machine learning we use for multi-dimensional data, and those techniques we study in 12 standards was for two-dimensional data maybe, or maximum you can apply those techniques with three-dimensional data. But in machine learning we work with some 10 or 11 dimensional data sometimes, or maybe 50-60 dimensional data also we work. So we wanted some iterative algorithm to calculate the minimum of the function guys. Okay, so as you can see, there's see here guys, the minimum occurs here guys at -1. Okay, so how we will do that, how we will go to -1? So I will explain now. So let's suppose that we have this tangent at 0 guys. Okay, so let's suppose that we start from here and we want to find the minimum of which is here. So what we will do, we want to slide this tangent guys. Okay, so how we will slide? So let's assume that we have the slope of this line. So we know what the derivative of this at the point 0. So if we subtract the value of derivative from this, from 0, so what it will be? Let's suppose, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. So suppose I will just write comments here. Suppose what you do, f prime of 0 is 2. Okay, because you can see here it is 2 guys. Okay, so what you do now, you want to somehow want iterative procedure to find minimum. So how you will do? So in first iteration what you will do, you will find this value. Okay, so you will find 0 minus. Okay, so you want some input. So our what is our aim now? So I want input near 0. I think I should zoom in now. So I want input. Okay, I want some value near 0, such that for that value, f of value, okay, will be less than f of 0. Okay, because we are explicitly drawing tangent at 0, therefore I have written this. So the question is how we will find this value, how we will find this value. So let's observe this figure guys. So I will again zoom out and I will here zoom in now. Now let's suppose you want some value near 0 such that for that value you will get less output. And from this figure you can clearly see that if you travel in this direction, okay, this direction, you will get that value, guys. So you want, subtract from 0, okay, you want to subtract from 0 some value. And what will be that value? So let me now explain to you guys. So what you will do, you will subtract some value from 0, but what will be the value? So the gradient descent suggests that that value will be slope, that is slope at that point 0, which is f prime 0, okay, time, okay, I will just put this into the, okay, into learning rate, guys, learning rate, okay. So this learning rate is a kind of, no, it's very small value, okay. And why we put small value, that I will also describe you guys, but just wait. So if you now, if we just do this, okay, so 0 minus, we know that f prime f prime of 0 is 2, and we will just multiply with this, 0.00001, okay. So what we will get now, we will get some, 0 minus 0.001, which will be, I guess, okay, let me pull out calculator, guys, I'm weak in math. 0 minus 0, 0 0 0, I guess 1. So actually this is this value, I guess, yeah, sorry, actually it is 0 0, okay, let's again do this, guys, for sorry for your wasting time, guys. 0 minus 0.001, so this value will be this 0.001, okay, minus 0.001, so this value will be minus 0.0, let's again pull this value 0.001, yes, yeah, okay. So now let's do whether we can, let's observe that, okay. So let's value of the function at 0 is 1, and value of the, okay, and the value of the function at point minus 0.001 is less, okay. So you can see that this value is less than this, okay. So now, so what we have done in this, so what we have done, we just subtracted, the the point, any point, in this case I took 0, so point minus derivative at that point, so f prime point, okay, derivative at that point times the learning rate. So the whole gradient descent process, the crux of this is this, okay. So the learning, okay, learning rate, okay, I will just put this comment in, guys, so I won't, get the errors, okay. So if you do this 100 times, 200 times, eventually you will get to the situation that your derivative will get 0. So you will reach the point -1 where you will see that the derivative is 0, because the derivative at -1 is this line, okay, this tangent is flat, you can see that x-axis, okay, x-axis is tangent here. So you will arrive at the minimum by just iterating this process, okay. So now let's code this gradient descent and let's plot it so we can understand it very nicely, and you will excel in this machine learning and data science, guys. So let's code this function, guys. So let's again do this markup, okay, markdown, I guess, and let's code gradient descent, okay, gradient descent, okay. So that will be, I will again zoom, guys, because so let's code gradient descent, guys, okay. So just I will going to write code. So I'm starting, I have started from 0. Now I will start from 3 guys, somewhere here. So now I will start this gradient descent from 2 guys. Let's start from 2, that will be better. Okay, let's start from 2. So it will like this, it will approach like this guys. So I will plot and you will see, no problem there. Okay, so playback, and this is very very important algorithm guys, so please pay attention guys. So let's put learning rate, you know so let me come to this point of learning rate. So why we put small learning rate guys? Okay, so if I put learning rate some kind of 2 guys, okay, so the learning rate, no, if I put this learning rate as 2 guys, so what it will do, it will so let me see what I have done. Okay, sometimes I also get confused guys, so sorry for that. So 0, we are what we are subtracting, yeah, it is a learning rate. Okay, I will just put this 4 guys. Okay, and this will be 4 guys, and this will be what, this will be some -8 guys, and this will be what? Okay, so this will be 8 and this will be -8. Okay, and this will be -8. So let's it's -8. Okay, and let's plot this at a -8. So you will see the value just enormously increase guys. Okay, so therefore we put learning rate small, because we don't want to cover this gap. I will show you. I don't want to go from here. Okay, I was here, I don't want to go here. Okay, I want to go to some near here. Okay, also in this case I want to sum here, I want to go, I don't want to go here. Okay, then my function cost will rise. Okay, so I thought that you have understood why we put learning rate. I will also demonstrate all these things by drawing plots. This is just the beginning guys, so if you are not getting any concept, don't worry, I will explain whole things in very good manner. So just be sure guys, I'm going to do that. So let's put learning rate will be 0.01. okay, and also yeah, let's do that. So for this is n in range, we will do iteration for 50 times first. Let's see, can we approach the minimum here guys? Okay, okay, this will be 2 guys, because I promised you I am going to put here through the 2 to the previous x. Okay, this is code guys, I will typing because I want to give you feeling. So I want to give you feeling that having done some real work. Okay, put gradient guys. Okay, that is means that derivative. So we know that derivative, it just call this function df. Okay, and df at previous x guys. Okay, previous x. Okay, and our new x will be like we done here. Okay, let me show you again. Like we have done here, we will just calculate new x. What it will be, it will be previous x. Okay, previous x minus this learning rate. Okay, let's hit tab. Okay, by hitting tab it will auto complete gradient. Okay, gradient. Okay, do this. Okay, and let's see now. Okay, so the what the minimum. So let's see at which point we are getting minimum. So let's print we are getting minimum at new x we are getting guys. Okay, and what we are getting as a minimum guys, that we will also see. Okay, and we will verify with our graph also, and we are getting minimum equal to what it is, f of mu. So okay, so let's see guys, let's execute this. So I got some syntax error guys. Okay, you can see that we get minimum at 0. Okay, and the value we are getting is 1 guys. So let's do it. Okay, so let's put this iteration rate to be, let's do for many times. So we are getting at minus 0.99, that means here guys. So minus 0.99 means very close to 1, because we are approaching from this, here we are, we are starting from 2 guys. Okay, let me zoom out. Okay, let me zoom out. So we are starting from 2 guys, we are starting from this 2 and we are going to this minus 0.99. So we are kind of going from here, from here to, we are going here, something from here we are going here. So we are getting the minimum, which is 0. So let's check whether we are getting 0. Okay, we are getting, so this value is guys 1.5, it is this. Okay, I will just show you what's this value is. Okay, it is, let's put this as a markdown. Okay, what? Okay, so this value guys, so let me pull the calculator guys, but calculator also will, so this value is guys, it is 1.5, so into 10 raised to minus 8. So this is that value. Okay, so this e thing is actually, so this is actually the value, it's very small value. Actually it is something like 0.00000015, yeah, like this. So you can see that we are getting our minimum at 0 and at minus 1. So this gradient descent works guys. Okay, so now you believe that this gradient descent works. So in this next tutorial, what we will do, we will add new functionality to this function, and also we will plot this function, so your understanding will get crystal clear guys. Okay, so let's move to the next video guys. For today I will stop here. Thank you, and please subscribe to the channel.